Scorched ground. Better watch out.
Wizard's Tower is his sanctum. Private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
A light without a wick. How are you meant to use the damn thing?
These are no ordinary lights. Yeah, there must be a way to turn them on.
Let's just do the job and get out of here.
A word of advice. Wizards' towers can be volatile places. They keep their secrets buried and their dangers close to the surface.
That was a very specific warning. One based on personal experience.
Ah, quite. A misadventure from my days as an apprentice at Blackstaff Academy. I was but a child, only a few months into my studies, but already I knew I was destined for greatness. No one believed me, of course. So I decided to prove it, to cast a spell with the Blackstaff itself. From one perspective, I succeeded. I opened a portal. However, instead of pointing it at the first-year dormitory, I found myself pulled into limbo, facing a very irritated death lad. Fortunately, the Blackstaff himself came to the rescue, hauling me back from the brink and straight into several months of writing lines, or rather, finessing my autograph. Now, much as I enjoy reminiscing about such tomfoolery, I believe we've more pressing matters at hand.
It doesn't look broken. Then again, none of us do. Why is it broken? You're powered by magic! For goodness sake.
But its magic seems to be gone. Or dormant.
Now to get it working.
Astarion, I think this job is for you.
Fine. Is that blood on the shelves? Probably cold and congealed. Oof. What's that? Flowers blooming in darkness. The sign the musky bear fellow mentioned. Let's have it. That did the trick all right. So, what's next? Something fun, I hope.
The Anti-Magic Properties of Susser-Tree Flowers by Elder Hurst.
Seems like the owner was quite the literary type.
Oh, I see what we came for. Tongue of Madness. And Timask Spores. Dame Inia. I heard she's quite a playwright.
Trickles of weave radiate from that chest.
I can feel its magic. Wait, did that just transform?
A chest of transformation. Nice.
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
A simple spyglass. Unsophisticated, but effective.
I never cared for spyglasses. Watching things from afar is hardly fun.
No time for stargazing. More's the pity. A map of the celestial bodies. Beautiful. But not a patch on the real thing.
Toril, and whatever lies beyond the stars.
Quite something. To hold the cosmos in your hands.
Not just a world to explore, but an entire cosmos.
Realm space is vast. Countless worlds to be mapped, kingdoms to be conquered, ripe for the Githyanki Empire's plucking.
Can hardly feel the spinning. Wait, why did that strange dog collar just vibrate?
Clever. Food is dispensed for anyone wearing this collar. Must have belonged to Lenore's pet, I gather.
Only one serving for me, I guess.
Yes. Still nothing.
A mirror. Riveting.
Looking perfect as always, I assume.
Embrace pride, reject vanity, especially when gazing at your own reflection.
No harm reflecting on one's appearance.
I don't need a reflection to know this looks fabulous.
Terrell, one pebble among many.
The world looks so small. Like you could just reach out and take it.
To hold the world in the palm of one's hand.
Plenty left to see.
The Roads to Darkness. An epic tragedy about power, corruption, and loneliness.
I'm sure there's better things you could find to read.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Tirsu, you said. What does that mean?
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel, every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them.
You look uneasy. Are you all right?
I am fine. The slate is not. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
You'll bear it just fine. Tell me what it says.
Very well. I will read it to you. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Geich shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the empire against the mother's wishes. But Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery. Orpheus rallied Gith's honor guard and declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared Vlaakith queen of the empire and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich.
Why are you so worked up? It's only a story.
A ludicrous one at that. Vlaakith seized the empire from my people's very mother. The queen would take even a child's head for so much as whispering this rubbish.
Dearest Lenore, your last letter really worried me. I know you don't want to come back before you finish your research, but if you are feeling lonely, you know my door is always open. Love and hugs, Amarith.
You fight well, but you're so efficient. Why not have a little fun?
Fun? I fight to win, not to make spectacles.
What a waste.
One more floor.
New sounds to dampen dark oppression break. Is it the foe? That foul, contemptuous heel?
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this very tower.
Or art thou friend, a rescue from my lonely wake?
Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
How can I trust? How will I ever know? How can I show myself my darkest me?
If you do not believe the secret show, reveal it. Give what you wish to see.
Don't get me wrong. I love poetry as much as an ex-wizard, but using it to command an automaton, seems a bit self-indulgent to me.
He gave me a ring. I wonder what it's for. This place is impressive.
I've seen better.
The silence stretches on. I'm all alone. Please, can I hold your hands, just for a while? These empty sheets are all that's left of you. I can't throw them away. I've never been that brave. I wonder what happened to Lenore.
My lord, my liege.
The silence stretches on. I'm all alone. Please, can I hold your hands, just for a while?
Of course, my love. Don't be afraid, sweet girl. What can I do? Say, would you like a hug? Come here. For just a moment. Let it out.
His arms are too tight and too low for a comfortable hug, as if he's meant to be embracing someone slightly shorter.
Remember, you are loved, Lenore, so much. You're doing great. And everyone will be so proud of you. As I already am.
My ring lit up. Must have been linked to that button.
Let's have a look. The combination of my and Iris' skills brings interesting results. This ring is one of our many scientific triumphs and grants the wearer resistance to lightning damage.
Enchanted. Nice.
Who would have thought 3 years ago that I would start a diary? Not a research journal, but a real diary. And who would have thought that I would be called back to Baldur's Gate to confer with others clerics of Mystra, right at the apex of my studies? I will leave my research waiting to be finished. I should be back before next Ches. That was 10 years ago, and she never came back. Dearest Ere, I don't know if you're coming back, if you'll even read this message, but if you do come back, could you wait for me? I'll only be gone a few 10 days, but the thought of coming back to this empty tower, I don't know how much longer I can take this. I miss you so much. Forever yours, Lenore.
I waited until Tarshak. I'll always wait for you, but you didn't come.
Have you spoken with Skris lately?
Yes. She is cataloguing courtuan fertility rituals.
Oh. Well, perhaps after I finish my research here, I'll join her.
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
I found those mushrooms you were looking for.
These are fine specimens. It will only take me a moment to brew them to proper potency.
Omeluum turns away to prepare the potion, lost in its own musings.
You must drink the entire draught. I can make no promises as to its taste.
What exactly is this going to do to me?
It will lower the psionic defenses around the lava. If I cannot remove it, I may still be able to tell you more about its origin.
Omeluum watches you with cautious intensity. It expects doubt. It expects fear.
What aren't you telling me? Is this experiment dangerous?
Only in that you may be a danger to yourself. What the potion may make you see or feel, I cannot determine. But unless you are already a step from death, it will not kill you.
The potion is disgusting beyond description. The only mercy is that it goes down quickly.
Not a drop left. Very good. As the potion influences your mind, you may find yourself acting irrationally. Try and stay focused.
The world loses its edges, its finer boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber. Dark holes bite at the edges of your vision, but the void cannot draw you in. The tadpole spasms, seizes. It's fighting the potion even harder than you are. Fear pierces your mind like knives of ice. The parasite digs deeper, as if it means to hollow out your skull. The cold blades lose their edge. You are stalwart, turning that tide of fear against itself. The parasite swells with power, more power than you have ever felt before. It surges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude. The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
Omeluum, are you well?
That lava is like nothing I have ever observed before. Its power is unsettling.
I felt it grow inside me. There's more power than ever.
Such an outcome was not in my calculations. There is more to this being than mere stasis.
What's next? Cutting off my own head?
Such crude destruction may not waylay a lava like this. But there is another possibility. I possess a ring of mind shielding. It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence. It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative. I would offer it as a gift, but in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
I wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for a mind flayer. You owe me.
That is true. And I cannot imagine many other mind flayers will offer restitution. Here, it is yours. May it serve you as well as it has served me.
Nice. Helps not to judge a book by its cover, doesn't it?
Of course, the lava remains. Be ever vigilant of its growth.
Thank you.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Halsin mentioned that these tadpoles have been modified with magic.
Yes. Halsin is correct. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
What is the sickness?
The absolute sames are not yet clear to me, but its progress towards domination is clear. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god.
That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
How is that you protect me?
I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
What's going on over there?
The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the Absolute Cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us.
I distrust the visitor too. I'll avoid using this powers.
Well chosen. Battles are won with swords, not mind games born of brainworms. And there will come a battle, of that I'm most certain. The one truth that fell out of the dream figure's cankered lips.
These dreams linger in my memory. Do you think that strange figure will come back?
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still.
A greater master? Who or what could that be?
A question that burns in my belly day and night. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others.
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult.
We need to infiltrate Moonrise Towers, don't we?
It's a fair point. I just don't want to take a short-term boon. I want to win this whole thing. To finish off the cult. To get this tadpole out. To stay sane the whole time.
Then let's do just that.
Agreed.
I had another dream. Which, I suppose, means you did as well. Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the Absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult. Perhaps we truly have a secret protector. Or we're walking into a trap.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
Whatever's at the heart of this cult, we have to find it, by any means possible.
And while we're at it, we can see how many more of these little worms we can harvest.
To infiltrate the cult, we must be discreet.
And if that fails, then there's always killing them quietly. Now, was there anything else?
No, nothing.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece.
That remains to be seen. I still don't trust this dream visitor's intentions.
I suppose you're right. We still see only a part of the picture, however much our visitor claims to show the full vista of options at our disposal. I can't deny my curiosity, but, as you say, no harm in delaying it, for now at least.
Our tadpoles are part of the problem, not a solution. We shouldn't rely on them or their powers.
I admire the vigor with which you uphold your principles, but I would remind you that the evils of the Absolute are far greater than any moral compromise we might make by using our tadpole's full potential. Your confidence in our existing capabilities is quite rousing, though. Perhaps that spirited enthusiasm will be strength enough to subdue the cult when the time comes.
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection. It gave me a tadpole gift too, just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory.
I'd sooner avoid these powers if we can. I feel like we're being led into a trap.
Then we do well to walk around it. Use these powers sparingly, if you must use them at all.